Everybody's on a fucking diet. Do they work? Absolutely, they do work. You don't even have to tell me which one you're on. They will work. And they usually work because they're all doing the same thing. They're making you eat a lot less food than you normally would. So yeah, they would work. Now let's take one, for example, the ketogenic diet. The low carb diet, basically. If you take away a third of your food intake, because we have protein, fat, and carbs within our diet. If you take away carbs completely, that's a third of your diet that's gone. So yes, you will lose weight. The fact that it's carbs has nothing to do with why you're losing weight. If I did the same thing with protein and took that out of the equation, you would still lose weight. Nothing to do with the carbs themselves. And this is what all diets work off, the same principle. They demonize something. They demonize a food group, like carbs, or they demonize, it could be anything, honestly, like paleo. The paleo diet demonized basically all foods that aren't natural. What else is there? Fucking Juice Plus. They demonize breakfast because you should have it in liquid form, packed full of vegetables and shit. We've got vegans. They demonize meat because apparently anyone that eats meat is a fucking serial killer. Plenty of things that get demonized. Even not so much diets, but like Weight Watchers and Slim Fast, like groups, clubs and stuff like that. They'll demonize things even by using the word sins. Like, you can't eat that because that's a sin, which is fucking mental, borderline controlling, manipulative behavior. But all that these diets generally do is they demonize something because it makes it a lot easier on the user of the diet. If I tell you you're fat because you're eating too much food, that's your fucking problem. That becomes your problem. You've got to deal with that. You've got to take that information in, look at yourself, and go, my fault that I'm fat. With a diet, it's not your fault that you're fat. It's that food, it's the carbs. It's because you're eating meat. You should be a vegan. It's because you're not drinking enough fruit and veg in a fucking smoothie in the morning. It's because you're eating too many sins. That's why diets sell a lot more than because people don't have to take responsibility for why they're in that position. They can just blame it on something else. That is why diets work, and that's why diets are getting sold constantly. Now, is it a lot easier to lose weight on a diet? Yes, for that exact reason. You don't have to look at yourself, and you don't have to figure shit out for yourself. You just follow something. So yes, it can work for people. But on a long haul kind of thing, diets don't work. Ketogenic diet is a perfect example. Don't eat carbs and you will lose weight. Of course you'll fucking lose weight. It's a third of your food intake gone. But are you telling me you're never going to eat a fucking piece of cake again? Ever. You're never going to eat pizza. You're never going to eat bread. You're never going to eat fucking chips ever again. It's bollocks. Right? Diets don't work because in the long run, because you end up missing the cake, missing the pizza and stuff like that, and then you binge the fuck out on it. And you binge out on it because you haven't learnt a lesson yet. You haven't learned the reason that you got fat. So then when you go off the diet, you go straight back to your normal way of thinking, and then you get yourself fat again. Now, the way to lose weight the right way is to accept the position that you're in. You are fat, or you are overweight, or however you want to look at it. Some people think they're fat, but they're actually not that fat, okay? So I'm not saying everyone, but if you don't feel happy with your weight, if you're overweight, then what you need to do is you need to look at yourself and you need to understand how you got into that position. Once you know how you got into that position, then you can work on changing things. You don't have to drastically cut things out. It could be tiny little lifestyle changes, tiny little lifestyle tweaks, changing tiny little things in your nutrition. It's usually the case. You could be just putting too much fucking butter on your bread, using too much oil with your cooking, and not moving enough. You don't even have to go to the gym. It could be tiny little changes. But if you jump on a diet and you don't take responsibility for why you look like you look, and you just use that as a way out, when that fails, you'll go straight back to your normal self. So, with all this being said, if you want to learn how to lose weight and keep it off, and not just keep yo-yoing on these diets, leave a comment below, give me a quick message or whatever, and I'll be happy to help you implement a plan where you can stick to it. It's easy, and we'll get you basically started as soon as you can, as soon as possible. So just give us a shout. I hope that helped. If it does help and it has triggered a few little light bulbs in your head, give it a thumbs up, even give it a share if you know it can help anyone else. Peace.